Time to eat. Ugh. Jeez, how many fries did you make?
One bag. When I took it out, it was all piled up on the big one. I'm like, shit.
Your property has $750,000 in assets.
It's been an extra hard bag. I just didn't pay attention.
Oh, that's hot.
So if they were angry with Moses could have been got very easily. But the detective finds this theory flawed. Why not just take Moses? Why allow it? And why allow your assets?
Oh, shit. Down there.
Moses' mother does not believe her son was indebted to him.
Beans after.
If he has any trouble with money, he comes to me and I would say,
That salt, Mike?
and then I would send more money on top of what he asked.
It's a salt or salt
He
pepper.
never borrowed
Both.
for life.
As the detective digs deeper into the Long family's affair, he learns about the two hired hands, and Harry Gobin, and how they have lost a mysterious advantage from the village.
What are you waiting for?
Let's cut some
Huh?
Harry
I'm not the soft touch that feeds you. Yeah.
I fed him.
I imagine you did, and he wants more. He's looking at me. That doesn't work with me, kitty cat. I know what it smells like up here, but it's not for you. Thank you.
A year and a half before authorities were called to the ranch in response to the dead birds, sheriff's deputies were dispatched to the same residence for a very different reason. There was a report of a suicide attempt, which sheriff's office personnel responded to, involving Dalgent Harry Gobin. And apparently he had made his intentions towards Lila known. And she just spurned his intentions and he allegedly attempted to harm himself in some way. Then, a year later, there was a showdown between Moses and Harry. According to Gina, she said that
Good anyway.
he was jealous of Moses, that was having a business going, and that he didn't have one. Gene
Burnt fingers.
started in Oklahoma when Moses started selling a lot of birds to transition into the reptile trade.
When they pull you over, does that, even though you don't get a ticket, does it show how many times you got pulled over?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Well, they gave you a warning, so they note that. So if you get pulled over later tonight and doing the same thing or some other thing, because you go look at the computer, it's going to say that you got a warning for it. Then you get a ticket.
Well, how long does that warning stay on there?
I don't know. Forever, probably.
Because the guy was going to Albany or something. He was flying, he got pulled over, and he got off. They gave him a warning, whatever. He got pulled over by another cop. She just got a warning down the street.
Oh!
Yeah.
So I imagine how long is it, like,
I don't know.
instead of get the warning tonight and I don't get pulled over for another 6 months, that's what I'm asking.
Moses was able to
You better make it a couple years, Scott.
accompanied by the NYPD.
Scott.
I fucking pulled over for fucking texting a month ago.
And I told you, if you got pulled over on White Plains, you'll get a ticket, no matter what. I told him, I said, you get a ticket and pulled over in White Plains, phones in your hands, hands free. That's it, you get a ticket. And the judge don't give a shit.
While he was away on his frequent business trips.
People have done that. They go into court. I wasn't on the phone. You had your hands on the phone, hands free.
And come back was the right thing to do.
Guilty.
And you're not in the car, you're out walking around, right?
That was a mistake that he made. He shouldn't have
Oh, no, I heard people getting, or was that somewhere else? There you walk in Newark, New Jersey or something.
I don't know.
I don't know about.
Everyone knows Moses was
The
prepared.
judge don't want to know nothing, huh?
Nope.
Maybe this time, Harry made sure he would get away with Moses
They don't care. Just pay them.
by disposing of witnesses. But then, why kill Lila? After we had discovered that Moses and Lila were missing, I had put out what's called Be on Lookout for Harry.
I had my seatbelt on all the way into the driveway.
Oh, jeez.
Man.
Well, I was warning him. It's on the tape, too. I warned him. There's cops all over this neighborhood all the time. Why are you taking your seatbelt off 2 miles from Mike's house?
Detective Westcott is able
Not that far.
Yes, it is, and the tape will show it too.
The crime scene investigators reconvene
How far is it to that restaurant?
on the Laws Ranch.
I think they'll get up, believe
I'll put it this way, he was flying along at 55 miles an hour and took us over 2 minutes to get here.
The dirt. Investigators head
2 minutes and 45 seconds, I think it was. So,
they did find a makeshift coffin.
driven by hope and fear. They work quickly to pry open the buried box, but instead of human remains, they find animal carcasses.
Jesus.
I had nothing to do with the crime. Or the missing person.
Detectives return to the sheriff's station.
Scumbag in Florida.
Gene Law has just arrived from town.
I bet you were doing a speed limit back here too, weren't you?
Goddamn right I was.
A surprising report from a neighboring state.
Don't know what cops hiding around what corner.
The officer said, we got you now.
Complete full stops and signals. Work both ways.
At investigationsstory.com.
So, if you have a flat tire, dead battery, needed for
That could have been one expensive bag of potato chips.
Is there 24/7? Oh dear. I've got
They
flat
said the
tire.
damn good thing you didn't go.
You can't pay for it a bit more.
What would you have done? They said, "Oh, pop the trunk for me, sir."
He does it all the time, sir.
Yeah.
I have it right here on video, sir. Me warning him of this is very exact thing.
He says you guys are never going to give him any tickets. I'll be there with some asshole. Trooper gives me a ticket.
They're smart. They can also
You wouldn't do that, would you?
He's got
For
no
a good video?
He's got no respect
Yeah.
for authority since he got thrown out of the military.
Yeah.
make fresh medicine. This carbon has tons of time.
For drugs and assaulting an officer.
That's actually how they get 85% of the people on restriction.
Try fresh evidence.
So what happened? Went into a checkpoint. And as I kept changing my name, couldn't get it right. And they said, "Okay, what's your real name?" Bap, and it came up deserter. And then, all right, let's go.
Layer alter interior makes that better. It primes better when you add stain blocking paint. The paint finish resists scuffs.
Well, he ran quick.
And like Layer Ultra exterior, it protects
What?
Well, he ran quick.
stays looking new longer.
There'll be a cat out there.
Prime Protect. All in one with Bear Ultra. Now at the Home Depot, save $5 on gallon cans of Bear Ultra interior.
Where do they hide? Do they have famous hiding spots or just all over?
I mean, they do have famous hiding spots, but once in a while you see them.
Donor
Never been there
Dogs
before. I've
serve
never been
fresher,
there before.
less processed foods. Introducing Fresh Pet. Healthy recipes of fresh
Busted.
meat and fresh veggies. So
See a lot of
fresh,
people getting pulled over when you're going home.
I mean, it depends. They usually don't bother you at rush hour, but
Fresh
it's not
food
rush
for
hour.
Fido.
Unless you're really,
He could be the one. Soulmate. Husband. Loving father to your children. But first, you've gotta get him to say hello. New Crest 3D White Arctic Fresh toothpaste. Use it with these 3D White products. And whiten your teeth in just 2
how much is, what's running on the stop sign? $200.
Oh, I don't know, Scott.
New Crest 3D
A lot of that's up to the judge's discretion.
Life opens up.
200, 2,000.
When I got pulled over
We're closed.
with the seatbelt on me for the headlight, they never even ran my lights. You just looked back and said, okay, get back to me.
Movies and good charges.
Just your license, registration, proof of insurance.
I just need you to be my backup.
He asked my license and registration, but he never went back to the car and ran it or anything. I mean, he already probably told it to plate.
Yeah.
We love living out here, and now we have great internet.
I don't think you go off the backup one just happened to show up. That's
They do that a lot.
because
So much easier. I can
He probably showed me he was pulling you over. I'm pulling over a character over here. Just see this car.
here's all our vacation pictures.
This thing's ancient. He's got to be up to something.
For HughesNet Gen 4 and get speeds up to 15 megabits per second. Call 1-800-593-6453.
Pop the trunk for me, sir?
no, that would be 4th of July a couple years ago.
Friday on the season finale.
Where you always got your parts from, sir?
Where all these parts back here come from, sir?
Well, with the fireworks.
She could be a max form. wanted to understand.
Well, that's when you went into
Those are traits.
Pennsylvania.
Alright,
They look for that.
I couldn't figure out how I pulled over for. He goes, yeah, the reason I pulled you over was you're riding on the yellow line. I'm like,
No, it's because you went to Pennsylvania and came back.
mind if I look around and, you know, I'm open the trunk, I'm like, the trunk was empty, you know. It's like, what the fuck, man?
It's June 17th, 1994. 2 days have passed since authorities began looking into the disappearance.
They sell a shitload of fireworks over here in Connecticut. It's the weak ass fireworks. They make the fireworks in Pennsylvania. That's where the good shit is.
My brother used to go
Harry Govan,
years ago.
while investigators try to find a connection between Moses' business dealings and his disappearance. No one can figure out why Lila is gone.
I know she would have never left those birds like that. I mean, that was just her thing. So definitely something that happened to the point where either she can never go back there or something worse.
So it wasn't animal abuse. She was taking good care of the birds, and
Yeah.
somebody took care of her.
And
Yeah.
tries to convince